This is Caroline and Sean, and this is their home of 7 years.
It's just embarrassing. You know, people come round, we don't want them coming up here and using it.
In that time, they've tried to make it a home, but failed.
I picked it when I was pregnant with the twins, and I think I made the best decision.
Now, after spending just £5,000, it looks like this.
Wow!
And this is how they did it. Today's family live in a home like many of ours that's full of unfinished DIY jobs.
You see where the windows have gone in, and there's a lot of plasterwork that needs to be done.
Well, they're in luck, because the diva of daring decor, Linda Barker, is coming to their rescue.
Look at this bath. I haven't seen one of those since the 70s.
Linda believes she can help them achieve the home of their dreams for just £5,000.
We have ways of making it work.
Now, we all suspect TV makeover shows fudge the figures, with a bunch of blaggers bagging stuff for free. But on this makeover, all the materials will be paid for using £5,000 of our homeowners' own money. To make it stretch, Linda will deploy clever design ideas, smart shopping and upcycling.
Look at this. I love it. It's absolutely perfect.
Handing over their hard-earned £5,000 this week are stay-at-home mum Caroline and IT professional Sean, who moved into their 3-bed semi in Essex 7 years ago with son Jack, and some big plans to transform it.
When we first moved into the house, our intention initially was to do the bathroom.
It's just embarrassing. You know, people come round, we don't want them coming up here and using it.
There's nothing in here I could honestly say I like about this bathroom.
The family quickly grew from 3 to 6.
We had a 10-year plan. The 10-year plan that's probably moved by another 10 years. We had all the wiring fitted into the walls, but that was about as far as it got.
So why hasn't Sean done anything to the house?
To be fair, I'm rubbish at DIY. You know, if I go to put up a shelf, it invariably does end up wonky. It's actually a nice window.
It's amazing what you learn to live with, really, isn't it?
They're inviting Linda to spend their £5,000 to finish the job, but aren't the most adventurous when it comes to design.
There's nothing wrong with being a bit quirky, a bit different, but if there was something I could not live with, not my taste in any way or form, I would have to say definitely no.
Caroline and Sean lack time and DIY skills, but Linda's here to change all that.
Hello, hi Caroline.
Hi.
Sean,
Yep, nice
to meet you.
Caroline and Sean's is a typical family home. 3 bedrooms and a bathroom upstairs, and downstairs 2 reception rooms and a kitchen that's the bane of Caroline's life.
Oh, wow. Tan on tan. Wow. Tell me the full horror of your kitchen.
It's so dark, so dated.
Tiles, they're awful, absolutely awful.
Is this sticky varnish? It's like maple syrup in here.
is.
There is potential to make the room bigger by extending into the pointless corridor they both hate.
If I had my way, I think I'd knock it through.
What would your priorities be in here?
White, shiny, nice and bright. I just want the complete opposite of what I've got.
So, Caroline wants to go from sickly syrup brown units to gleaming gloss white. Not exactly a small job, when even a budget kitchen can cost about £6 or £7,000. Upstairs, there's a room so out of date, it reminds Linda of her disco days.
Oh my goodness. Isn't it? It's phenomenal. Look at this bath. I haven't seen one of those since the 70s. And you've got carpet on the floor in the bathroom.
It's hideous.
You've got 4 boys in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And a man.
Absolutely hideous.
Don't touch it. Don't.
It's clear Sean and Caroline haven't made any effort.
Have you done anything in here?
No.
No. So this is how you inherit it.
Taken off a few tiles.
Oh my goodness me. Okay, Sean, I'm getting a real picture of your DIY skills.
There is no DIY skills.
But it's also clear Caroline knows what she wants.
Just very clean, white, bright and functional.
So, white and bright again. And when a completely new bathroom alone can cost around £4,000, how will Linda do it with just a £5,000 budget? Next door, there's the room that gives Sean and Caroline nightmares.
Ooh, Caroline and Sean, what have you been up to here?
There's unfinished mouldy decor and more drab brown in the form of the overpowering wardrobes.
This was here when we moved in,
Yeah.
so we obviously haven't put it in.
There's masses going on here. It completely dominates the room.
And this is my makeshift dressing
Okay,
table.
so this is your dressing table.
When it comes to design, Sean and Caroline aren't exactly what you'd call specific.
Nice big headboard.
Big beds, big chairs, big wardrobes.
It'd be quite nice to reflect maybe a boutique hotel.
Caroline likes a bit of bling.
Downstairs in the sitting room, there's two competing functions. At one end, a grown-up dining area, and at the other, a kid's den. Sean and Caroline have had a go at DIY in here, but it's backfired on them.
What is your horror story here?
For me, really, it's the wallpaper.
Okay.
Awful, absolutely awful.
I picked it when I was pregnant with the twins, and I don't think I made the best decision.
Hormones, yeah.
Hormones, no, it's never really the best idea to make decisions.
No. So, tell me what you would really love to see happen.
Comfortable for the boys, but somewhere we can come and eat as a family for
Okay.
those special occasions. It'd be nice for it to be a little bit different and have the wow factor.
If she's happy in here, then it keeps me happy, so.
Okay.
This could run to about £1,500 on the high street. Now the big question is, how is Barker going to pull off a whole makeover for just 5k?
This is your hard-fought-for cash. So hand it over.
Right.
Come on.
Spend it wisely.
I'm really intrigued to see how you're going to make this money stretch. I don't see how you're going to do it, but I've got faith in you.
We have ways of making it work. It's going to be an awful big challenge, but I think we should get going, don't you?
Yeah, I think we should.
Most of what Linda plans should be doable as DIY, but this being telly, she's only got 1 week to get it done. So to speed it up, she's got some help, starting with builders Philippa.
I'm putting on this mesh beading, so it gives us a nice edge to plaster to.
Paul, also known as Pooch.
The tip here is when you've taken the door off, put the screws back so you don't lose them.
And Linda's furnishings and finishes fella, Joe. Most of the work will be straightforward DIY. Any work that isn't comes out of the 5k budget. And on a job like this, it's all about getting stuck in. There's no point paying someone else to do it for you. So along the way, Sean and Caroline will be taught some DIY skills.
Always pull the roller towards you and it won't splash.
I am slightly nervous about what's coming up, slightly nervous about what will be going in. You know, obviously we're the ones that have to live with this.
Don't worry, Caroline, her barker's worse than her bite.
They are in control, really, of the whole project. You know, we want to deliver something that's really high-end, and if they don't get involved in that, then things are going to get missed and we're not going to get the finish that we want.
For years, Caroline and Sean have tried and failed to make their house a home.
Have you done anything in here?
Taken off a few tiles.
Oh, my goodness me!
Their £5 will have to work very hard to sort out this lot. Job one on day one for Sean is ripping up that minging bathroom carpet.
I would not let a lady touch this carpet, so I'm more than happy to do it.
Yeah, go.
The whole suite is going to be replaced, which will take up a fair chunk of the budget. But Philippa has a top tip to claw back some cash.
So this copper here has actually come out of the bathroom. Now, take this down your local scrappy, weigh it in, can actually earn you some money.
Sean's the carpet monster, and now he's on to ripping up the garish green one in the bedroom.
Absolutely horrific, this carpet. It's a pleasure getting rid of it.
It's slightly daunting now that it's in full flow and the reality check is kicking in, but it's exciting stuff.
To save some cash in the kitchen, Linda's planning to reuse the carcasses and replace the doors to give maximum impact for minimum outlay. But what else has she got planned?
Okay, guys, I really want to talk to you about the kitchen. This is my present to you. We are definitely going to take that wall away.
Oh,
Really?
brilliant. Fantastic.
I didn't think you would, actually.
You didn't?
No.
Okay, so that's great news.
Yes.
Now, Caroline and Sean wanted to play it safe with a white minimal look. But Barker wants to try a bit of bold.
How do you feel about yellow?
I don't mind the yellow. What do you think?
Yeah, it'd be a good contrast.
Yeah, I quite like the yellow. Yeah. Well,
sure?
something I would choose myself, but
Okay.
I do like it.
Even though Linda's going to be reusing the cupboard carcasses to try and save money, the Barker budget is £2,000, leaving £3,000 for the rest of the house. Starting with another potential money pit, the bathroom.
This is the kind of floor plan that I want for you. So I am going to change things around. You're going to have your shower in this area here. A very big shower space there, as much as we can get away with.
Yeah, it's the size I was looking for, 900 by 900, because not being too small, you need a bit of room. The colours are lovely as well. Caroline likes greys.
I don't just want to put the bath suite in. I want to dress it. I want to make it beautiful for you.
She'll love that.
Yeah?
Absolutely love that.
It might be the smallest room in the house, but it's going to need a complete refit, including specialist plumbing. But to save money, Linda's putting the new toilet and shower in where the old ones are, because moving the pipework would be too expensive. Her budget is £1,700. With just £1,300 left, Linda will need to be clever with the cash in Sean and Caroline's bedroom.
All this wardrobe is going to come out. I'm going to reuse the carcasses and edit it down massively. And your new wardrobe is going to go on that wall there.
Oh, brilliant. OK, that's a good idea.
And then that means that your bed, your king-size bed, will be against that wall. Super big bed head, which I know Caroline
She'll
is
love that.
desperate for.
She spotted one like that and she absolutely loves that. The silvers and the greys, she'll love that. Looks lovely. The look and the feel, the bed, you spot on with the bed, she'll absolutely love that.
Linda's planning some serious work in here, with a new headboard, carpet, dressing table and moving the wardrobes. She'll need to be resourceful with a Barker budget of £700, leaving just £600 for the sitting room, where she needs to create a grown-up dining area and a kids' chill-out zone.
The big change for this kids' den area would be that wall there. I'd kind of like to turn into like a little mini internet cafe kind of feel.
Yeah, no, it's perfect for them, really. It's what they need.
How about a Union Jack flag cut out in different shades of denim?
I'm not so keen on the idea of denim on the wall, but it possibly would work.
Not exactly a ringing endorsement there from Caroline. What else you got planned, Linda?
I'd like to use paint like this. It's going to be a graded paint finish in here.
Okay.
Ombre.
Yes, ombre. Is there a chance it could look quite cold?
You can have a warmer spectrum of blues, and we will use an emulsion colour on your walls that is a much warmer tone of blue.
Linda's blue-hued designs don't appear to be hitting the spot. But besides the paint finish, she's also planning on getting a new dining table, computer workstation, curtains and soft furnishings. To save cash, the old table will be reused in the kitchen and the sofa will be kept, as Linda's got just £600 to spend. But Caroline and Sean would love that to stretch to getting rid of one of their other DIY disasters in the hallway. Now, design is always an adventure, and like most of us, Caroline's not sure how it will all end up.
It's a case of, do I really like that? Is that really what I want? I know what I've asked for, but is it really what I want?
After 7 years waiting for a home renovation, it's all happening now. In the kitchen, the cupboards are coming off the wall that will be knocked down, and the breakfast bar is on its way out. Now, one of the secrets to saving cash on a project like this is getting stuck in. There's no point paying someone else to take off the tiles in the bathroom, so DIY avoider Sean's got the job.
Try and go for like little edges where you can see a little bit of a gap there.
Caroline and Sean wanted Linda to sort out their failed attempt at a hallway makeover. Well, their wish is Linda's command.
What? Tell me what happened with that.
Well, we were doing some work and we thought, well, we'll just try that and see how it would look with that kind of narrow look of carpet.
You meant
It's short term, for a few weeks.
How long has it been there?
Maybe a year.
But I can rip that up, gut it.
Please do.
More work, Linda. That's going to have to come out of your already overstretched budget. Up that shoddy staircase in the bedroom, Linda's plan involves moving the huge wardrobes from one side of the room to the other.
Oh no. The wallpaper on the ceiling doesn't go all the way in, so we're either going to have to strip all the ceiling or we're going to try and make that good and patch it in.
Right, let's just get it out, see what we've got. Yep, one unit at a time.
They've only moved one wardrobe, but it's looking like a real problem.
Now this is rapidly turning into a particularly serious job.
The bedroom's gone from a simple paint job to a complete wallpaper stripping that Sean's doing, a total replaster and a wardrobe rebuild, none of which Barker had budgeted for.
How you doing, Sean? The wood chip's coming off, that's terrific.
Yeah, it's painful.
Oh my goodness, how you doing?
All right, we're getting on.
I've had a few problems though, I hear.
Yeah, I'm afraid so, one or two. As you can see, we've removed the units and found that the wood chip doesn't actually go all the way to the back wall.
Okay.
So consequently, we're having to remove it all.
Okay.
Now, maybe a blessing in disguise, 'cause
Well,
who likes wood chip?
Exactly, it's horrible.
As long as I can get this plastered by the end of the day.
Oh, you're going to plaster?
Yeah.
What?
Everything.
Oh my life.
I know.
So that's not what I anticipated at all. So in terms of plastering,
Yes.
no more workforce. I can't give you anything.
I know.
But Sean, can you teach him?
I reckon he can have a go, absolutely.
Yeah,
you know, he's going
right.
to have plenty of practice.
Okay.
Sean's transformation into a DIY demon continues with a plastering masterclass.
Confident swing round. Put it back on. That's it.
Okay.
So make contact, first of all, with the wall, slight angle and start pulling up until you can feel that it's all gone. That's it, and you'll hear that, and that means it's empty.
As a beginner, Sean's doing the base layer while Philippa's finishing it off. Now, plastering is a skill few of us would have the patience to master, so it might be worth budgeting for a professional to do the work. A room this size will set you back about £400.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing happened.
Downstairs, Caroline's getting stuck into stripping the wallpaper, getting rid of the flowery faux pas in the sitting room.
Oh, Caroline. As a woman who's lived with a hideous feature wall wallpaper for 4 years,
4 years, 4 long years.
this must seem like heaven to get this off.
It is, yeah, it's very therapeutic. Get rid of it.
You might be wondering why we're stripping the wallpaper rather than painting over it. Well, you can do that if the paper doesn't have an embossed pattern. But beware, painting paper can bubble, which will give you a shoddy finish.
Well, you know, I mean, if you get a guy in to do this, he's going to charge you to do the wallpapering, but he's also going to charge skilled labour time to do the stripping, which you could do. So that's saving you money.
Good tip, Pooch. Now, Sean might be enjoying getting his hands dirty, but will he be quite so keen when Linda wants him to enter the world of fabulous furnishings?
Sean, you look so grumpy because I've taken you away from your DIY.
I was demolishing things left, right and centre, enjoying myself.
The whole bedroom makeover centres on one key design feature.
So look, from the big picture that's happening upstairs, I brought you down here because I thought we could have a little kind of chill out and make a small lampshade for the bedroom. We are. Look, you're still grimacing.
Convinced? Not. This Barker creation is being made using plastic spoons and a heat-resistant plastic kitchen bowl.
So we start at the bottom and just add the spoons, like layers and layers of shells all the way up. And then I make a little collar for the top and we're done.
All right.
It's your gift to your wife for the bedroom. You're going to be looking at this every night.
And Linda's got more good news.
I have got hundreds. Just in case you thought it was only 50.
Now, like Sean, you might be wondering where you'd find a comparable spoon lampshade on the high street. Well, you can't, but other fancy plastic shades can cost 60 quid, whereas this one comes in at just £9. Next door, the partition wall separating the kitchen and corridor is coming down. For a man with no DIY skills, Sean's gone from zero to hero today. Who'd have thunk it? Because this is a partition wall, it's a simple job taking it down. Don't even think about doing this with a load-bearing one. For that, you'll need a proper builder.
Nobody's here. Aha!
Now, it's a good job Sean's helping save cash in the kitchen, because upstairs is blowing the budget.
It's all very wet. It all needs drying out quite quickly.
In the bedroom, moving the wardrobes has meant replastering all the walls.
Well, to be fair, I did think we might be a little bit further on. Wow, lots going on.
And Linda always knew the bathroom would take a big chunk of the 5K. But she's had to call in a plumber to sort out the pipes under the floor. That's an extra £200 on top of the bathroom budget of £1,700. But it was necessary work.
At the moment, we're in the worst possible place because it just looks like chaos and it's hard to see an end. And the end is only just round the corner. But we are literally up to spend, so we don't have any more money to play with. We have to stick to the 5K. So I have got what I've got.
After 7 years of avoiding DIY, Caroline and Sean are in the middle of a major makeover as Linda Barker attempts to squeeze every penny out of a 5K budget to give them the home of their dreams.
Is there a chance it could look quite cold?
In the kitchen, a cheap way to increase floor space was to take down the partition wall. Knocking it down cost nothing, but making good replastering would cost you around £200 to get a pro in to do the job. So far, Linda's designs have been challenging Caroline, who prefers a more minimal, restrained look for her home.
Hello, hello?
But she's Linda Barker.
How's it going?
Walls coming down in the kitchen, plaster going up, so it's gradually piecing together.
So we're working on the kids' room and dining room today. Are we happy going forward with that kind of graduated paint effect?
I like the idea of it, it's just, I just can't understand how the whole kids' den dining room blends together. I just can't get my head around it.
The unifying part of this room is the colour,
Right.
so it will all be the ombre effect.
I'm not very good at putting it all together
Yeah.
and seeing the final outcome. I mean, your job is to take me out of my comfort zone.
Oh, yeah, but not too much. I don't want to upset you.
Yeah.
Sean's doing all the smiling, and I think I still have to convince Caroline about what her house is going to look like.
But doubting Caroline's bitten the bullet, picking up the roller and emulsion and going for it. With the budget squeezed, there's one thing that'll transform any home on the cheap, and that's paint. Linda's got a great idea for the sitting room, a paint effect called ombre. Now she just needs to convince Caroline.
I think you can be a bit closer, just so it doesn't splatter about too much. OK, and come up. Nice! And then we'll change it to a really pale colour so we get this lovely soft look. What do you think?
It's a nice colour. I mean, it's hard to see, obviously, what it's going to look like once it's all dried and stuff.
Yeah.
OK, we all know Linda could have used ombre-style wallpaper, don't we? But at £100 a roll, a room this size would cost about £900. There's no budget for that, so using paint and Linda's spray gun, the whole room's done for just £82.47.
I am pushing Caroline to her edge. I really am. I know I am because she's been a bit unhappy. But now I think I've given her a job to do and she's doing it really well. So I think she's on board again.
Now from one spray job to another. We all know you can paint your own kitchen doors, but to achieve the look in TV time, Linda has a trick up her sleeve you probably won't have thought of. She's had the doors cut to size from MDF, and now they're being painted down at the local garage.
Oh, Craig, this is where it's happening. Those are amazing.
They've come out really well.
I wouldn't recognise that as a piece of MDF. Do you think most places like you don't mind if people come in with kitchen doors and say, could you spray this for me, or garden furniture, or...?
There's a process to do it, but once you get the process, it's no real difference to
You don't
me.
mind?
No, I don't mind, no.
Craig's able to achieve a high-gloss hard-wearing finish by baking the painted doors at high temperature.
So this is an oven as well as your spray room?
Yeah, it's all the same thing, yeah. We get it up to 60 degrees and it breaks it all off and it dries fairly quickly.
All right, so that means the paint is just really set rock solid.
Yeah, it's really hard, yeah.
Now, you could easily spray the doors yourself. Spray guns cost from under 30 quid. But it's worth noting that without Craig's oven, you won't get that baked-on, hard-wearing end result.
Are we using car spray paint?
No, it's got too much solvent in it, so it attacks the wood, so this is specialist wood paint.
Getting a pro like Craig to do this for you will cost about 30 quid a door, comparable to buying replacement doors from a DIY store or online door specialist. But this method allows you to choose the exact colour you want for a truly bespoke finish. So it's worth asking if your local car body shop will do it for you.
This is really nice, such a high gloss.
With the 5k all but gone, Linda's finding new ways to give Sean and Caroline budget bling. In the bedroom, Caroline wanted a boutique hotel-style statement headboard, but these can cost £2,000. So the answer? Linda Barker, foam and MDF.
This is your bed head.
Lovely.
Big, bold, dramatic. It's just going to be a focal point in that bedroom.
Simple job. Take a sheet of MDF, get a glue gun, glue some foam to the MDF, cover with an old bed sheet that costs nothing.
OK, so now for the linen, or the linen look.
Instead of luxurious linen at more than £30 a metre, she's using a dust sheet for 8 quid.
Great. Right, let's have a little look.
1, 2, 3.
Linda promised Caroline a designer headboard, and this MDF-ing marvellous creation cost just £75.
And then what we'll do is make 2 narrow bits for the sides so that when you're in bed, you're like in a gigantic winged armchair, so the sides just wrap around the edges.
Fantastic.
Desperate budgetary times call for desperate money-saving measures, so Linda's on a mission.
Come on, all you chairs, where are you?
It's time to meet Linda Barker, treasure hunter.
Skips are like little treasure troves, they really are. Now. Oh, a chair! Just not a very big one. Oh.
Remember to get the owner's permission before taking stuff from skips or streets.
It's amazing what people just leave on the side of the road there for people to pick up. I love it. Oh my God, there's a big glass fish tank. There's a massive fish tank. Wow. This is lovely. I love this hinge top. Really solid construction, no damp. It is the perfect size for a dressing table, as it is. Fairly unusual, I know. So she could keep makeup and jewellery in there, all those bits and pieces.
This makeover is all about stretching the 5k budget. And in the bathroom, there's going to be new everything, but without costing the earth. So Joe's going to show Sean how to make a mirror, starting with a circle of MDF you could get your timber merchant to cut for you.
Right, okay, so this is for the bathroom.
Okay.
Cheap and cheerful, but won't look cheap and cheerful. That's the most important part.
So a mirror for a tenner, a circle of MDF, and rope for a tenner means a homemade mirror that's cheap compared with a high street version of about 100 quid. But will it be cheerful?
You like it?
Lovely stuff, yeah.
Will Caroline like it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Well, we'll just tell her it cost £100 and she'll be happy.
If you're making over your own home, the best way to save cash is to not spend a penny in the first place, but to rethink what you already have.
What's in here? It's like Christmas. Oh, you've got new stuff. Oh, I like those.
Bought those quite a while ago after a trip to Ireland.
Would you be averse to displaying those?
No, because to be honest with you, I've never used them. They've sat
You're
there
kidding! Oh, wow, fantastic. I'm so thrilled to see just white china like this. I mean, this is just classically brilliant. You know, you can't go wrong. Never dates, will always look really sophisticated, and you can dress it up, dress it down.
And in Caroline's case, you might find shed loads.
Oh, this is amazing!
There's a bit of everything in here.
serving platters. Those are beautiful. Those are cute. These have not been used, Caroline.
So I'll have that.
Remember, whatever you don't reuse can be donated to your local community furniture project, sold online through places like Gumtree or Exchange and Mart, or donated to your local charity shops, which is where Linda's sending Caroline and Joe. Caroline likes to shop on the high street, but with furniture and furnishings costing a fortune, Joe's going to show her how great places like this are for unusual bargains.
Great. Chairs. Brilliant. OK. This one.
It's a nice sturdy chair.
The idea Linda wants is different style, different shaped chairs, but they're all sprayed glossy white.
Don't be put off by charity shops and second-hand furniture. For a unique look in your dining room, get yourself different chairs. It's your house, do what you like. And remember, chairs like this can cost about £60 each on the high street, so you'll save a packet here.
What do you think of that? Hideous?
Yeah.
Hideous. But now, look at it, imagine it sprayed like glossy grey.
Okay.
This shade taken away and a more modern shade around it.
Right. Yeah, no, I like the shape.
Will you do the two of them for 20? Deal?
Deal.
We're on a budget and every penny helps.
They've made light work of bagging some bargains there. Back at the house, rumour has it Sean's dropped a few stone in weight, so Linda's showing Caroline how to turn his old big boy denim into something fun for the kids.
I want to teach you how to make denim bean bags using these old jeans.
Denim bean bags from the high street can cost up to £50. Well, these Barker beauties are being made using thread that costs pennies and filling for just £12.89.
So actually, you see, out of one leg, you do get a lot of fabric.
There is quite a lot of material there. Actually,
yeah. Fancy sewing those?
Yeah.
Even leftover scraps won't go to waste. Linda's going all modern art, with plans for a denim Union Jack flag for the wall, without eating into the 5k budget. Before Linda arrived, Sean and Caroline were DIY phobic. But now they're at the heart of this makeover, getting stuck in. Sean's plastered the bedroom with Philippa. Now Caroline's upcycling the furniture liberated from the shed and the charity shop chairs she bought with Joe.
Yeah, I think the chairs are looking great. It's amazing what a lick of paint can do. It's all coming together, everyone's getting quite busy. I'm still slightly sceptical as to whether it can all come in within the budget.
But it's Joe's job to prove it can be done.
This is the lamp we bought, do you remember? Give it a little sand.
Helped in part by the charity shop lamp they picked up for a tenner.
Really don't have to be fussy with this. All you're doing is putting on an undercoat. But the little edges where we're going to sand to give it that shabby shake through, maybe go slightly thicker.
They're creating an upcycled statement lamp for around 20 quid, instead of about the £100 it would have cost on the high street. Now with Sean and Caroline putting in still more graft, Linda's been doing some smart online bargain hunting for the sitting room.
I was super happy today because I have been bidding on an auction site the most beautiful dining table with 6 faux leather chairs, and I put in a bid for just over £120 and got it, which makes me so happy.
But with the makeover almost at an end, Sean and Caroline still have their doubts.
There's a lot to be done. There's loads of tiling, still loads of items to be built. There's wardrobes to go up. There's still toilets to be put in, showers to be put in, so there's tons to be done.
I am slightly nervous as to how it's all going to look and whether it can all be done.
I've absolutely pushed Sean and Caroline to their limits. They've pushed me to my limits as well. This has not been easy at all.
For the last week, Linda Barker's been working with Caroline and Sean to give them the home of their dreams on a budget of just £5,000.
We are literally up to spend, so we don't have any more money to play with.
The team are hard at it, putting the finishing touches to Linda's grand plan for the house.
Bit of a nightmare. And this is one of the last jobs and it's proving to be one of the most difficult. Not happy.
Pooch! Yeah. There's no time for eating biscuits and tea. 7 years, Sean and Caroline haven't done anything with this house. It has been in an absolute time warp. They've got no money to do anything, very little imagination, and just zilch in kind of DIY skills. Now they've been painting, they've been decorating, they've been nailing, screwing, drilling, you name it. And this house looks all the better for it. It's incredible what's been done on a 5K budget.
But what will Caroline and Sean think of the results after all their hard work?
Yay, you're here! Look at you. Rested and not dusty, and no paint on you. No, look. Oh, I just got so much to show you. Are you ready to have a look?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Come on, come on.
Since moving in 7 years ago, Caroline and Sean haven't touched their fantastic 80s kitchen. But now Linda's brought it kicking and screaming into the 21st century. The Barker budget was £2,000 in here, but despite smart shopping and clever design ideas, it ended up costing £2,344.70.
Wow! Look at this.
Is it?
Looks great. Is it the same kitchen?
Now, glass splashbacks can cost several £100s, but this yellow acrylic one cost just £170. £300 went on new flooring and £45 for the new tap. Caroline and Sean already had the table, and the new upcycled chairs cost only £40. 2 new single ovens cost a bargain £366. But a professional kitchen fitter was needed, costing £200 that wasn't budgeted for. Linda did find a home for Caroline's white china, but replastering where the wall came down cost an extra £200.
Looks huge. It's quite a difference, really, to the room. It's a huge difference.
So much lighter in here as well. I love the yellow. It works really well.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think it's has a little bit of impact, which is what I think this kitchen needed, really. It just brightens the place up. I love it. It's absolutely perfect.
Another room Caroline and Sean haven't done a thing with is their outdated bathroom. But by ripping out the old shabby suite, rusty radiator and crusty carpet, Linda has completely transformed it. It's now a chic, sophisticated bathroom, fit for Caroline, Sean and their boys. Linda planned on spending £1,700 in here. But with some shopping around, it came in at £1,693.69.
Wow.
This looks different.
Looks fantastic. Oh my God. It looks bigger.
Linda managed to get the whole shower for £240 and the bath and taps for £210. But the mirror Sean made only cost £20. The tiles cost £93 and any DIYer could fit those. In addition, a plumber was needed to sort out the pipework at £200.
I love this for a bit of storage. The shower looks fantastic.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it looks really good.
Is it big enough? Yeah. Sean, I think you should get in.
I can definitely turn around.
Get in. Come on.
Next door, Caroline and Sean's tired, mouldy bedroom was overpowered by massive wardrobes and definitely not the boutique hotel style Caroline dreamed of. The change of layout by moving the wardrobes has created a stylish new look in here. Linda allowed £700 in her budget, but in the end it cost £1,075.48.
Here we go.
Oh, looks very different. Looks lovely.
That's come out really well.
Yeah.
Really, really nice.
Carpet, including fitting, was £280. But that statement headboard was only £75. And the fish tank dressing table cost nothing. Replastering the walls cost another £250. Patching up the wardrobes cost £200, which was £50 for materials and £150 you'd need to budget for a carpenter for a day. Finally, the focal point of the whole room. Sean's spoon lampshade only cost £9.
It's different.
Do you like it? Different?
I'm not sure. It's not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh, he's told you a little bit about this.
A little bit, yeah.
But what about the rest of the room, Caroline?
It's such a transformation, really, isn't it, compared to what it was? It's nice and tranquil, so nice and relaxing for a change.
In the sitting dining room, two separate zones competed with each other. But Linda's created a cohesive, contemporary look for grown-up dining at one end and the boys to chill out at the other. Linda budgeted £600, but in the end, it came in at just £543.54.
Here it is.
Wow. Boys will love this.
This is their big internet cafe area.
Yeah, they'll love that. Can sit up there, do their homework, and love the dining table.
Looks very different there, and looks a completely different room down that end.
And you've still got a nice sophisticated area there, and you've still got a kids zone up here, but I think the two really work well together.
Yeah, I think they work really well.
Linda bought the dining table and chairs from an online auction site for £124. And to save cash, kept the sofa, but accessorised with homemade beanbags for just 13 quid. The ombre paint effect cost £82 for emulsion.
It's quite a transformation, really, because it's lightened up a hell of a lot, and it looks better than I imagined it to look, really.
And we made a piece of art for you.
I have to say, I do quite like that, because I was a little bit worried, wasn't I?
Despite the budget being stretched, Linda wanted to create a stylish first impression in the hallway. With new carpet for £130 and the upcycled charity shop lamp for just 20 quid. Total spend, £198.69. But did Linda manage to bring the whole job in for 5k?
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm exhausted. I just think this has been phenomenal. I mean, seriously, a big learning curve for me and presumably for you as well.
Yeah, it's been huge. It's been one hell of an experience.
Is it incredible how much money you can save when you DIY?
It's true, yeah.
Well, this project took a lot of labour over and above what Linda budgeted for. In the bedroom, plastering and carpentry work added £450 to the budget, and in the kitchen, it was £400. All of this meant Linda went over by a total of £850. And if you fancy tackling your own home makeover without getting your hands dirty, you may need to budget another £2,000 on top of this.
I've taken Sean and Caroline on a real emotional roller coaster of a ride on this house. I mean, I've been on the same roller coaster as well. It has been phenomenally tough, but we've done it. Incredible.